Hello, I'm Otto, and welcome to episode 18 of my Factorio 2.0 guide. So in the last episode, we set up a little tiny sulfuric acid build over here, and then we went and cleared out some biters to make sure that we are going to be protected for a bit longer. We will still need to keep an eye on it, but. And then after that, we expanded our power. I am so bad about putting radars down. I have some on me. I have two on me, and I didn't put any down. Anyways, moving along. We are going to have to load up because we are making a pretty hefty build this time. We are doing red circuits, so we need a lot of. Well, we don't need a lot of. Some of this stuff, but we need a lot of some of this stuff. We need where's my inserters? Down here to the right. That might be enough. And what? How does this even happen? Did I not? I've gotten whatever, I don't know. Maybe I accidentally removed it at some point. Who knows? We are definitely going to need some long-hand inserters, though. What do I have? 78? That's probably still not enough. Oh, and we also upgraded our belt here down the middle to match, to be a red belt to kind of match the potential coal incoming. 14. I'm still not even sure that's enough. Okay, so let's start looking at what we need. So first off, this is going to be the longest build we have, so we do need to clear some space back here. Not much. I don't think we're going all the way back here, but let's just say maybe. Let's just err on the side of caution, I would say. Get rid of these rocks. I mean, I guess I did clear a bunch at some point, so let's get rid of some of these rocks and see what all we need. Is that that's good enough? Probably. Okay. We are going to map out our area. This is probably unnecessary for this particular build. Like I said, it's a very long build, but let's go ahead and map this out at least. And we're gonna ghost, and yeah, it's gonna be like this. Something like that. And then reds are gonna come down the middle. Okay, so let's take a look at what we need. Advanced circuits. So if we look over on the right hand side, we need 0.25 green circuits per second, we need 0.25 plastic per second, and we need 0.05 copper cable per second. So how much copper cable, what does copper cable make? So copper cable is going to give us 3 per second. So one of these will supply 6 of these. I personally like to kind of break it up, so what I'm gonna do, that's gonna stay there. Let's just move it down here out of the way for a second. I personally like to, I just said it was gonna anyways. So there's a couple things we need. One, we're gonna have, I like to do 2 of these at a time, so let's just say we're gonna have this. So this is gonna give us 6 per second, and the red circuits again need 0.5, so we can make 12 of these. So this is 4. Let's just do that, and that is a section of our build. Now, before we start filling things in, let's just take another look at this. So we're gonna need in copper cables, and to get copper cables we need copper plates. So our copper cables and copper plates will both be here. So we need to have this bring in copper plates and do something like that, so that the copper plates will be on the inside, and then an inserter can bring in and then push out, and the inserter will put the item on the opposite side of the belt on the empty side over here on the left. We are going to be making 0.12 per second. We need quite a bit of red circuits, so we need to actually make this quite a bit larger. So this is a personal preference of mine. I like to make this, yeah, let's just say I like to make this pretty big. So I know, like, this is actually like super massive. I totally get it. And we're making 2 of these, so this isn't even like the only one. So if I can't even see all of what we're doing. So we're going to end up doing not just that, but we are going to something like that. Is that still lined up? Yep. So this is more or less what our red build is going to look like. So on this inside belt, we're going to bring in plastic on one side and green circuits on the other. And then, like I said, on the far side, we will bring in copper plates, and we need 3 per second, 6, 9 per second. So that's easy. And how many of these did we have? We had 12. So 36. 36. Let me see off the top of my head. 36 times 0.25 is 9. 9 per side. That fits. So we will have plenty coming through. And 0.12. Let's see. 36 times 0.12. That will give us 4.32 per second. This massive build that we're doing, this is like I said, this is the longest build that I will ever do. This massively long build will only give us 4.32 per second times 2. That is insane. It takes so long, and we need so many of them too, which is even crazier. So we kind of know what we're going to end up doing. We don't want to be here forever, so let's just start stamping them down. So 36 plus 6, so we have 42 assemblers per side of the red circuits. So yes, we will definitely be getting more assembling machines. One thing that I learned from playing StarCraft of all things was the earlier that you can get a foothold in the door, the earlier you can start like ramping things up, the better you'll be in the long run. And that is most certainly the case for this. So I'm going to horizontally flip this. I am going to copy this and just see if we can just drag this down. Man, map view is going to be great for this. So zip that right down, zip this right up. Bots would be so nice right now. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down to the next one here, and then one more here, and then I'm going to H horizontally flip that and do the same there. And I'm going to do the same on the other ones here. So let's do that side, H, that side, and H, and that side. Now, this, like, I probably should have done, like, the 2 on each side, and then the 12, and then done all the stuff for it. But you know what? I don't mind. Like, it takes up a little bit of extra time doing it this way, but you know, it's easy to just be like, okay, don't forget to do this, and you know, you're not gonna forget, so there we go. So this will need to bring in from this line for the plastic and green circuits, and it will need to bring in from this line for the copper cables, and then output onto this line. So we can go through and copy that as well. And just every 2, we will paste it. Tell you what, we'll do it this way. We will get down and do the 12 at a time. So H to horizontally flip, line those up. Do the other side here. H, do the side, and now we go and do the bottom. There, H, there. H to flip, there. And then the very bottom, there, there, H, there, and there. And there you have it. There's our build. All we need at this point is, let's see that. Just trim the edges just a bit. And all we need from here is just power poles. Okay, and to fill it all in, obviously. And we only have 23 left, so we are not even going to be filling up hardly filling up anything. And yes, lots of belts. My goodness, this is going to take forever. That's okay though, we have lots of time, right? And then we can get rid of the little section. Okay, you know what? I said that we were gonna be more on the forward side. Whatever, it's fine. We're mostly centered, right? And I guess since we are making red belts, we can actually upgrade to our next armor that we just got. We only need 30 of those that take, like, I don't know, 10 hours to make. My goodness, this is so much filling in. Yes, and we cannot forget to do that. Have the copper bars, copper plates, sorry, be on the inside of that build. Alright, we need to hurry this up because I am a little on a time limit. Let's just go through and do all of the red inserters. Whoops. This. Wait a minute. Did I just... Alright, how did I have these? These are going out, these are going in. You gotta keep it the same. You can't just, you know. Look it, I got like 100 of these things and we're gonna need probably like 200 total. My gosh. Alright, well, you know, it is what it is. This, however, is a huge jump. Like, we will largely not have to worry about red unless we are running out of petroleum gas, which is usually the first thing that happens. And whoops, we ran out. Also, the way this build is set up, you could always put some beacons in the middle if you wanted to, like, do that. That's with a build this size, it's probably not overly necessary, but you know, to each his own. Let's see, where are my... We're probably gonna need more of these too, so let's just grab some of those. Did I even make it to 100 of these? I don't know. Let's copy and see. 96 per, so we need 192 total. So that should at least probably get us close. Oh, I didn't even look to see what the other ones were. Nope. Control C, and we need 144 of the blue per. So yeah, that should be fine. We're gonna still need more of those though. So we'll let them craft up, and we will come back and get them in a bit. Oh, I'm fighting the current. All right, go with. There we go. Where did I leave off? Right there. Okay, so that's all the red inserters for that side. Now it should be easier to just bang these in. Especially since you don't have to be so accurate on the one side. What? Stop bang. Don't, no. Don't yell at me. Okay, so again, this is largely, we're prepping for blue science. Even though we have not really even set up red science or green science or military science, but once we do, oh boy. Because I think in the coming videos, let me see, next episode we will be, oh yes, that's an important one. Next episode we will be filling in the rest of the smelting. So we are going to be adding 2 more iron. We are going to be adding 2 more copper, 1 more steel, and I don't think we're going to do stone. Are we going to have enough for this? Oh, that might be, no, we're going to be just shy. We're not going to do more stone bricks, I think. Okay, so let me reiterate. We will probably need more stone bricks. It's just that I don't think that we will need more until we get to trains. So we need, I don't know, what's that, like 10 more of the... Did that seriously already craft all 50? Wow. This is taking forever, I guess. Let's see. Dodging belts. So, okay, that can... We're just gonna leave that. That can stay there. I really wish that I had the substations. That would make getting power to all these way easier. I mean, we're just gonna run a couple of lines up and down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So what do I have planned? Episode 19 is, like I said, expanding smelting. Is it episode 20 that we get into? Yes. Okay, so that's when the real fun begins. Episode 20 is, we are finally, after 20 whole episodes, we are getting into putting green and red science on the bus, which means, if I remember right, military is immediately after, and I have a research lab set up that is, it's pretty wild. So in the base game, in the Factorio, wait a minute, did this, what is going on here? Anyways, in Factorio 2.0, the base game, there are, I think it's 7 sciences. So there's red, green, gray, which is military, and blue. Then there's purple, yellow, and white. The DLC, the Space Age expansion, adds like an orange, it adds like a pink, it adds like a, I don't know, like a puke green. Terrible descriptor, I know. This weird green one. It adds a dark blue, and I forget what the other one is, the Promethean science. But yeah, so it has like 12 sciences total. So I am going to set you up for huge success. That's my goal, right? Even though you won't end up using it in the DLC, you will definitely use something different because there are alternate methods of labs. Let's just say that. Alternate ways of doing the labs. I am going to allow... I'm going to have a build that will let you set up for 12 sciences with the labs that we have now. On top of that, it will not require any belt weaving. It will not... Okay, sorry, not belt weaving. If you've watched other videos, you may have seen that some of the content creators will use different color belts and they will weave underground, so you can actually cross them. So like if you use a red under... Here, I can just kind of show you. So if you use a red underground and use a green underground, they do not interfere with each other. But if you put a red one in between a red one, it will try to connect to the red one, but it will not try to connect to the yellow one. That is one thing that some people do, and I do not do that. That is not something that we need. I'm starting to think we do not have enough power poles for this. But that will be our starting point there, and we are going to need one down the middle. Oh boy. Alright, that's fine. Oh, no. Yes, follow the belts and just drag it through. We don't care how it looks at this point. This build is too long for us to care. And just cap it. Sure. Oh, I saw a mistake. I'm sure you saw it too. Where was it? I saw 3 here. And was that the only one? I'm sure it wasn't. Like, there's probably some more mistakes down in there. So we are 22 minutes in. Okay, we're not making bad time. So we're gonna start from this one and just go straight down. Bet we don't have blue belts to make this faster. Yes, it is so awesome running on the belts. We can also get exoskeleton legs later on, so it's not like this is the only thing that we have going for this run on the belts method. And this one. And okay, and we will still need to expand the bus a little. Oh no, all the wires are crossed. Oh, I hate that, but at the same time, I'm not gonna fix that. And since we're running back up anyways, let's just drag this and take it with us. And that'll be the end of at least the assembling of all of this. This guy is obviously still flashing, so we can just boop. What? They didn't connect to that? Really? Nobody's touching that at all. You? Thank you. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. Why I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so let's get our combinators out and sure. So we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna it's not gonna let us do copper cable and copper plates on the right hand side because it's gonna show them reversed because the copper cables come first. But maybe we can just figure that out. And then we need plastic and we need green circuits. And there we go. Time to get in. Now how am I gonna manage getting in the copper in one direction? Do I want to do it this funky? Because the reason why that's kind of weird is Alright, you know what? We're just gonna let this go. That. And that. Yep, that's how we're gonna do it. And then we will let a full belt go through. Copy, paste. And then we can Control C and basically just do the same thing here. No. Opposite. Oh no, we need the opposite. Whew. That was, okay, that was kind of bad. What was I thinking? Alright, I need that to come in here still. And do that, and then... Wait a minute, I need it like this. Alright. Oh man, people are trying to... Okay, so then we can just... Now we can stamp it down. Uh-oh. Like that. Alright, that's gonna be a problem too. But you know what? We will cross that bridge when we get there. Because we are Factorio players. We solve problems. Okay, so how are we getting in our plastic and green circuits? Also, we should probably note that when we get these together, we can actually almost make a full belt. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna merge them together and then they will go on this belt here. So, ooh, plastic is way back here. We're gonna have enough belts? We are not. Alright, let's go get some belts. And is there anything else we need? Nope, we've got, all we need is belts. That is it. And then we will have this build checked off. I usually limit those to, I usually limit the belts to like 3,000, but I was like, you know what? Like 2,000 is a lot. Like, we can just, you know, have them stop crafting, so. Okay, so this is gonna be awkward because we're gonna need to get green circuits in down here, and then it's gonna have to awkwardly do something like this. All right, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna pull this sulfur up yet because there's only so much stuff that, like, we will need it for blue science, and I don't know how far out we are getting blue science. But I know how far green circuits are going. They are going all the way. This is also not the last thing that we need plastic for. We will also need plastic in the future for LDS, for low density structure. Copper and iron pretty much go all the way as well, as you would expect. Okay, so we need plastic. Where did I put that? That is here. So where's our plastic going to come in from? And how are we going to manage this? Well, first off, we're definitely doing that. Second, I think we're gonna do it like this. That's probably the best, because as long as you can keep both lanes open and not block it off with this, then that's pretty good. Then the downside is trying to figure out how not to do that with this, which is not gonna happen. Yeah, we're just gonna ram that right in there. And then we're gonna have to do that 3 more times. Okay, so this one is a little more. We're on the wrong side again. Oof. Well, oh, we're doing a little snake, are we? You know what? It's not pretty, but it's kind of necessary. So let's just do that. And do the same thing here. And then we need green circuits. Again, doing the exact same thing that we just did. Man, I'm gonna need a lane balancer for this guy. Yesterday. And look at, we've got red circuits being made. That's fantastic. Okay, so can I, we're just gonna steal this? Yes, more superior armor again. All right, quickly get through. No! Quickly get through here and here. Okay, so I am on a time limit. I need to hurry this up. Where is our plastic? And we did not do that there. And then green. And the same thing here. And paste and paste. Paste. Whew, that was quite the build. My goodness. And let's just run through and make sure that a lot of this is working. I wish we could see it at like before copper wire started getting in. But that's okay. Where's my green circuits? Why is the plastic coming through and the green circuits are lagging? Lots of stuff moving. Come on, you can do it. Oh, it's because they were going after the green circuits first. Look at that! Produce 1,000 advanced circuits per hour? We've already produced 1,000? No, there's no way. Okay, no, that's just as long as you're actively anyways. And there we go. We have now automated red circuits. So let's get them on the bus and then we will call it there. So we're gonna bring them up, obviously, right through here. And this is gonna be eating lots of our materials, but that's okay. Look at the copper. Oh boy. Alright, I would normally prefer if we didn't have to kind of mess this up. I would prefer to have this be here, but we obviously do not have room for that. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go out here. This is gonna be so awkward. I've never really had to do this before, but this is how we're gonna do it because we don't really have a choice. And we're gonna come over here and we need to find where our bus is and where. Okay, so this is the green here. We need to, I'm gonna get rid of the blue there. I need underground space and then this. Reds are gonna set up there. Didn't need it here, so we need it over here. Could I have gotten closer? I could have gotten closer. All right. That's that's still not it. All right, there. And then yeah, I should have gotten closer like that. And then the next one is here. actually, the red can just, it can actually just go right in there, because I don't think we need it. We don't, wait a minute. There, because we don't need it before anything else on this line. And there you go, my friends. We have, yeah, obviously we need to expand. Look at our copper. What is going on with the copper? Obviously we need to expand, but that's okay. We accidentally tapped a a copper node early, so we have them primed and all the way almost over here, ready to go. I wonder if this means that our starting copper is almost gone. That's awesome. I feel like I used a lot more this time. It's not as crazy as I would have thought. But still, and actually technically we could probably just do that there, beef it up a bit. Get it mining from everywhere. All right. Oh, look at the iron. Wow. I've never left them this long. Sorry, I've never, like, usually I'll just do the run by and pick a lot of them up, right? So I've never actually left them and just watched them all dwindle into nothingness like this. I mean, obviously I've mined out patches before, so that's not what I'm talking about, but... Okay, so I am gonna clean this up a little bit, and then we are going to call it. That is 37 minutes. That is not as bad as I thought. And this can go bye-bye because that's not attached to anything. And then that leaves us tons of room for... There. Now that's connected there, and I can get rid of these. And all that space is now open. What was I gonna say? I'm leaving. Wow, there's only 2 left. That was kind of bad. I needed, I needed some iron for the. Oh, I peeled it off of there. All right. Well, in the near future, we will be taking back this iron patch. Yes, so in the next episode we are going to be grabbing this and pushing it in here. We already have iron set up, so we just need to get a bunch of steel smelters, and that's what we will be doing next, is expanding our smelting operations. So let's just get over there real quick without destroying our base. That would be awesome. And where are the miners? They're over here. Sorry, smelters. Wow, I just say stuff like whatevs. Okay, so we are going to end it there. Hopefully you learned something. I know I did not. I'm just kidding. All right, we're gonna end it there. So I will see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.